Hey guys, I just got back from seeing The Magnificent Seven, and I really like this movie. Oh my gosh, this movie's awesome. It's got so much action for a Western. I mean, because, most Westerns are kind of slow. They're like, oh, this happens and this happens. There's actually a good deal of pacing in this film. It really moves along. The funny thing about this movie, the actress, the leading lady, I thought the whole time it was Jennifer Lawrence. But it's not. It's an actress by the name of Haley Bennett, who's actually a musician as well. But I was watching this movie and I'm like, oh wow, they really made Jennifer Lawrence look different. It's Haley Bennett the whole time. It's like, it's the face. It's like a 90% facial resemblance. It's crazy. Okay, so a great thing about this film is, of course, the variety of characters. In the original Magnificent Seven, it's mostly like white dudes. I mean, one of them's like a Native American, I think. It's been a little while since I've seen the original Magnificent Seven, which is funny because this is a remake of a remake, kind of, because originally it was The Seven Samurai, which is like a 4-hour-long movie by Akira Kurosawa. And then in the 1950s, America made their own version, Magnificent Seven. So this one is a remake of a remake, kind of. So great variety of characters. You got a Native American. You got Denzel Washington, who is playing a bounty hunter. And then you have Chris Pratt, who is playing this kind of a crazy cowboy type character. You got a Mexican gunman, who's an outlaw. Vincent D'Onofrio, however you pronounce his name. He plays a woodsman, kind of like an outdoor woodsman of some kind. He's kind of loopy, but that's what makes his character great. Then you have a sharpshooter from the Confederate Army, who's played by Ethan Hawke. He actually has a parallel to an original character from the original Magnificent Seven, which is the guy who's kind of shell-shocked. He's kind of shaky. He's not very good with battle. Since he's kind of a veteran of the Civil War, he had like bad memories, and it kind of prevents him from performing well, which is similar to a character in the original Magnificent Seven. And then his partner is this Japanese guy. I'm trying to remember his name. Like I said, I'm bad with names, guys. I'm sorry. But he plays his partner, and he's good with knives. He's the knife character. And also in the original Magnificent Seven, there was also another knife-wielding character. He was a gunman, but he still preferred knives as his weapon of battle. So, yeah, great cast of characters. You have some of the townspeople that have some speaking lines, and each have their own little role. And the great message behind this movie, just like the original one, is how people came together to fight a common enemy. How it took everyone, it took up not only the variety of the seven, but the townsfolk as well, to run off the bad guys who were like bullying them. In the original one, it was the actor Eli Wallach playing, can't remember the villain's name in the original one, but he was a Mexican bandit, and he had a group of like 40 men with him. And in this movie, it's a wealthy landowner or something, and he's trying to like run the townspeople out. At the beginning of the movie, he comes in the church, he's like, oh, I want you guys to get out of here, And he's got a crazy reason. He has, I guess, what you could call rich white guy syndrome. It's played by Peter Sarsgaard, who many people know as that one actor who consistently has a career. You see him in like almost every movie you watch. Yeah, he's had a pretty steady career. He's been moving up slowly. But, I know that sounds bad. He's a darn good actor. I'll give him that. But yeah, he's got a consistent career and everything. He plays the villain. And he does a good job. All the acting is pretty darn good. A-, I'd say. Not quite Academy Award winning, but I don't think that's what they're really going for. Each character has their own little comedy scene, which is great. They each have their own little moment, just like the previous film I reviewed. There's a lot of good ensemble cast movies coming out, which is great. I love ensemble cast. The action scene at the end of this film is awesome. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's so cool. They have all these cool traps, and similar to the original movie, but these are different though. This is a remake, so they have to change a few things to where it's not like the same old traps they had before. But they're good. I mean, they really thought it through. They had a good plan. And the villain in this movie has... Okay, in the original film it was 40. This time it's like they have like an army of 200 guys. I mean, the body count in this movie is darn near ridiculous. But, you know, it's cool. It's action. You know, you want a lot of bad guys to go down. I can see why this movie might create controversy. Because you got a villain who's a white dude, and then you have, well, there's like 2 white guys in part of the Magnificent Seven. Because remember the original one, it was like all white dudes and one guy who looked like he was Native American. This one, like I said, it's good. It has variety, but of course you're going to have those people out there screaming, "Oh, it's a mixed cast. Where are all the white representation?" You know. But yeah, I mean, it's still a good movie, and don't listen to those people. I mean, I like I said, I like variety. It's good to have variety. That's a good cast to have. I mean, each person has a diverse character this time around. It's great. I mean, of course, back in the 50s, it was a different time, you know, different mindset. But I welcome changes like this, at least. But yeah, overall, good movie. Antoine Fuqua was the director. I think Fuqua. Fuqua, I think. Yeah. He also did Training Day, I think. And he did The Equalizer, which was another Denzel Washington film. They're actually supposed to be coming out with an Equalizer 2 next year, which I'm kind of excited for. Overall, very fun movie. I highly recommend it. If I had to give it a number score, I'd say 8 out of 10. Like I said, this isn't going to be an Academy Award-winning thing, I don't think. I mean, I saw some good performances in there. But, you know, it's a Western, and well, back in the day, Westerns won some awards, I think. I have to brush up on my history. But yeah, overall fun movie. I highly recommend it. You guys go see it. And I will see you in the next video.